Hello, everyone. How's it going this evening? I hope you're doing well. I get one thing working and another thing breaks.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
How you doing tonight, everybody? Having a good evening? The sound alerts work again. I got them fixed. So that's nice. If you cheer, you'll get borks. If you if you cheer, you'll get a bork. If you follow, you'll get 2 borks. If you subscribe, you'll get 3 borks. And if you use the sound alerts will work. So that's all great. That's all working as intended. And I have a straw poll. So there you go. That's for tonight's clip review, if you so desire. Alrighty. So what have we got to talk about tonight? I think it's pretty much just dog talk and then clip review. I don't think I actually have that much to talk about tonight. It is an unusually short clip review list. And Jim Cat is the front runner. Jim Cat is the favorite to win here tonight. Because I think Jim Cat has like fully half of the submitted clips this week. So vote wisely. Alrighty, so what happened today? Maple. What happens? What happened today? Maple got up. I don't even remember. Maple got up and pooped on the floor twice. No, not on the floor twice. Maple pooped twice. Peed on the floor. Something like that? I don't remember. Anyhow, this was before I woke up. Meg got up early with the dog today. That's not to say I didn't also get up. I did get up and I played with the dog for a little bit, but I was super groggy and went back to bed. So that was fun. I think I did that while Meg was picking up after the dog. Or cleaning up after the dog. I don't remember. Anyhow, Maple was a little terror today. So Maple did a variety of things. We had an inspector coming to the house for insurance reasons, just to check over the state of the inside of the apartment. So we did our best to make sure that Maple was fed and exercised and bathroom breaked so that we could put her in her crate for a nap when the inspector was here. And then the inspector was here for 3 minutes, and it was completely beside the point. But I did take Maple for a long walk today. We went outside for an hour. And we didn't go very far, and I didn't let her get into anything no dirt, no grass. We stayed on the pavement and wandered around the neighborhood for about an hour, which is a lot for a 9-week-old puppy. And so she was very tired when I brought her back in. So she had a nap through most of the afternoon before having dinner, and now she's napping again because she's super sleepy. So, yeah. That's why there's not been a puppy cam yet this evening, because she's KO'd in the other room. But I'm sure she'll come out and do some playing later, at which point I will share Maple on the Maple cam with you. But for now, it is what it is. Yes, she pooped, and now she's pooped. That's correct. And that was pretty much my whole day. Like, I didn't do much today. I watched a little bit more of Stardust Memory last night. You can't believe she's only 9 weeks. So we've had her for 2 weeks exactly. The breeder delivered her to us on the first weekend after her 7th week. So she was very nearly 8 weeks old when we got her. But she was just slightly under 8 weeks old. She's actually 9.5 weeks old. She'll be 10 weeks old on Wednesday. But we've only had her for 2 weeks. So she was just a hair under 8 weeks when we got her, and she is just a hair shy of 10 weeks now. So soon she will be 10 weeks. How far am I into Stardust Memory? I don't remember. 2 or 3 episodes. Not super far yet. I didn't eat anything today up until just before stream. I had 2 coffees this morning. Then I had a coffee for lunch. Then I had sushi for dinner. So that's been my day. I had delicious sushi for dinner. We had, what did I have? I had pork gyoza and a California roll and a spicy tuna roll. And it was delicious. And I'm going to be hungry again by the end of the stream. But it was delicious. Enjoyed it immensely. Gyoza's good. Sushi's really good, too. Yeah. So that was my day. That's it. That's all we've had since yesterday. So there's not a lot to go on about. I'm gonna have to just roll straight into the clip review here pretty quick. Also, I'm sleepy, as evidenced. I tried to have a nap this afternoon, but that didn't go very well. So I'm a little worn out this evening myself. So maybe I had a big walk today. That's right. So maybe we'll have a relatively chill stream this evening. I guess we'll see. You don't know how much I pooped today, Jim Cat. You do not, in fact, know that today was a no poops day. I'm regular like clockwork, I'll have you know. You set a watch to me. Hello, dear. How's it going? I'm discussing my bowel movements with chat. Yeah, as one does. No, mine. We started on Maples, but it's now transitioned to mine. Oh dear. Yeah. 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 All right, let's move on to the clip review. Oh, sure, now it's working. Now my stream deck is working. Okay, let's move on to the clip review. Here we go. Everybody prepared? Let's transition. Alrighty, here we are on the clip review screen. Once again, everybody, please get out your voting cards at the link included below. And let's start it off at the top. Starting from Ankle Breaker by Monet. Oh, I didn't need those ankles. There you go. So that was Ankle Breaker. Next up, we have Belly. This one by P. Johnston. Spatchcock the dog. Ghost of Jeff Goldblum says. Today's the first day she's really, like, rolled on her back a few times to just, like, and, like, completely opened up with us. She'd done it a little bit here and there over the last few days, but she really hadn't, like, gone full spread eagle on us. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it just means she's comfortable, right? She trusts us. We're safe. All right, that was Belly. Next up, we have For Jacob. This one by Jibcat. What do you call an orgy for vampires? A fang bang. Okay, this one is titled He Did Not, in fact, See. This one also by Monet. Oh no. Okay. I see. Ow! All right, next up we have If at First You Don't Succeed. This one by Monet as well. All right, well, that was unfortunate. After that, we have Kakarot by P. Johnston. You have led me to the gates of the sacred realm. Yes, I owe it all to you, Kakarot. This one, titled Matt Bodies Chathew by Jibcat. Or 3. I've got all these spare USB ports now.
Yep, we're done here.
Also by Jibcat, we have Matt Does a Crime. Are you going to stand for that, chat, or are you going to bully Ghost of Jeff Goldblum into oblivion? I should probably be careful about calling on chat to cyberbully people. Okay, following on from that, we have Matt From Now On, also by Jibcat. I am here to show you a cute puppy video, so everybody shut up. And breaking the Jib Cat streak, we have Matt, Why? By Ghost of Jeff Goldblum. I know exactly what this is going to be. Delightful. The next one we have is A Comedy of Errors by Floofy New. Skulltula. No, my fish! No, my Skulltula! Well, this whole endeavor was a net negative. All right, the next one is titled Part 1 of Matt Does a James Montage, I think was the full clip name. I can't believe I've done this. Next up, we have Synchronicity 20. Delicious.
Shame. Shame.
What's your
Did I get it right? I looked
There,
it up
correct,
this time.
for everyone to
What
see.
mic you want, my dude? How many
didn't
levels of
screw it
microphone
up.
are you on?
I am
I
on
like
mic
this clip
5.
keeps getting long. That was Synchronicity 20. Now we have That's What She Said by Damn I Am Pretty. Oh, but I don't have the extended. Right, it gets longer. Then we have Unheeded Warning. This wall, it says something here. Danger below. That's what it says. I'm very stupid. Next, we have another Jib Cat clip, this one titled, Well, There. Like, it's Chekhov's!
Hello there.
They were setting up
Hello there.
for later in the show so that when they do want to say,
Hello there.
they can say,
Hello there.
and it'll be paid off because they set it up earlier in the show with the original.
Hello there.
And finally, our second to last clip of the evening is We're a Meg Stream Now, also by Jib Cat.
Hey, Sniper Pumpkin.
Yes, the penultimate
Has now
clip.
subscribed for 14 months. Just for me. 14 months of subscription for Meg.
And finally, our last clip of the day, the ultimate clip. We have Where Get Chicken by P. Johnston. Where would I get a chicken? Oh, right there. I see. Well, there we go. That is it. That is all of our clips for today. So now it is time to get your votes in. We're going to proceed to our traditions, and then we will come back and we will crown a monarch of the week. So let us return to our normal view. Oh, I see what's going on. I see what happened. Let us return to our normal view. Yes, Meg, you were saying?
Okay, so if I vote before you vote, what happens?
I don't know.
Because we can only one of us can vote.
It probably won't let me vote. So you go
everything will
vote,
be
and then I
ruined.
can go. I can just check the results directly.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
It won't ruin everything.
Who do you
Just
wanna
some
vote for?
things. I cannot say out loud because that would bias the polls.
You vote. I'm gonna go. Get a hug. Well, that's fine.
Maple's still asleep, eh?
Yes, thank Christ. You know when your arms burn when you put them in the bath water? Isn't even the bitey stage yet.
I know.
You're gonna need oven mitts.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll get there. We'll get her sorted.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Spray our arms down in
Bittering
the
agent.
bittering agent.
Yeah.
And then remember to
Just bathe in it once a day.
But remember to wash your hands before eating something with your hands.
Or rubbing your eyes.
I don't
I don't know what that would
like,
do.
once it dries, it's fine. But you don't want to put the wet bittering agent in your eyeballs. According to the back.
Don't put the wet in your eyes.
Yes. You do
Got
not
it.
want the wetness in the eyes.
Got it.
Only dry. In
Only
the eyes.
dry eyes.
It rhymes. That's how you remember it.
I see. Good times. I like that the closed captions say, "It only dry ice it times."
Captions need work.
Captions need work.
Better than nothing, but not by much.
That's about right. You're nice and warm.
I know. I just had a bath. Lovely. I'd say you should try it sometime, except that you notably have a daily bath situation. Whoa.
Laron just roasting me in chat. Is that what you woed at?
Sure did.
Yes. Have you seen today's stream title, Meg?
No. Where is it even on here? I don't even. Matthew.
The dragon is named VolVAGia.
Well,
Can
I
you
mean,
blame
at that
me?
point, you're just asking for it. That's great, actually. How did that get past the
I'm pretty
localization
sure.
team?
I'm pretty sure that it's actually VolVAGia, but it's
Not a
it's
single
spelled
person
VolVAGia.
has. Yeah, that's VolVAGia. Vol meaning to fly, and vagia meaning vagina.
Can we say that on stream?
I certainly hope so. Certainly hope so, because we've already said
I guess
it.
so. All right, I owe some jokes to chat, so I should probably find some jokes.
Bye.
Oh, you're leaving?
Yeah, do you want my eye rolls on stream or?
I mean, I'm sure chat does.
Okay.
How was the robot frog held together? With rivets.
Rivet. 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 VolVAGia. Masturbatore.
Masturbatore. What do you call a hitchhiking nun? A Roman Catholic.
That's actually very good. I'm going to use that at the next funeral I have to go to.
That's a good one. Alrighty. Okay, here is my phone. Here is my phone cable. Everybody please brace your ear holes. There we go. My phone is plugged in. Secondly, we have to do the beverage reveal. So, Garçon, could you please give me a drum roll? Cheers, everyone. What do you mean you give my pour a 2 out of 10? That had a really good head on it. That had like a solid half an inch of head. I don't understand why I'm being roasted. I specifically endeavored to give it a decent head on it. It's like it's fizzed down now, but it had like a solid half inch.
Okay, I'll allow it.
It was like...
No, I believe you. I had even typed it before I saw it because I just wanted to roast you. And I'd steal a sip, but I just brushed my teeth.
Oh, well.
You're in that one all by yourself.
I guess so.
See you on the other side, champ.
Matt endeavored to give head, Wiggins. No. Matt endeavored to give it a good head, Wiggins, is what I said. Here, let's see if I can empty out this bottle. This is the problem when you got a 24-ounce beer and a 20-ounce Nonic pint glass. All right, now that the traditions are out of the way, it is time to see who our monarch of the week is. So let's see, what clips do I vote for? Vote. Vote successful. Show results. Alrighty, well, here we go. You brought this one on yourself, chat. Our new monarch has been crowned. So let me dig out the guillotine. Who was last week's? It was Ghost of Jeff Goldblum again, wasn't it? Oh, no, it wasn't. It was somebody else. It was P. Johnston last week, wasn't it? P. Johnston. Goodbye to your head, P. Johnston. And, congratulations to none other than Jib Cat, who has become the Monarch of the Week with a two-way tie. So Jib Cat is somehow a double monarch. With the two-way tie going to, well, hello there, and we're a Meg stream now. P. Johnston almost managing to carry it another week, but losing by a single vote with Belly. Yes, you could have prevented this, Chathew. Don't boo, vote. I gave it to Jib Cat. I didn't give it to Jib Cat. In fact, I did not vote for either of the clips that I included his instead of yours. I know. So there was actually only one Jib Cat clip where I chose Jib Cat over somebody else, and it was because the clipping of that clip, Jib Cat did a better job trimming the clip. And so I couldn't give it in good conscience to somebody else because the best version of the clip was legitimately Jib Cat's. I do care about editing. When there's a clear difference in the editing, I'll pick the best version of the clip. But when they're basically interchangeable with one another, I'll pick the person least represented in the poll. I do know. Ghost of Jeff Goldblum, that's uncalled for. I do not bring the Jib Cat on myself. No, we cannot go back to yelling about TikTok. Although I do happen to know that a certain member of chat who was vocally anti-TikTok as recently as earlier this week did in fact make a TikTok account. with which to follow my dog. I'm not about to name names. Alrighty, let's shall we move on to the video game? Shall we play a video game? I know you want me to play a video game. And I want to play a video game. So so let's bury ourselves in that Drag-ussy. Yeah, I deserve
Shame.
that.
Shame.
Here we go.
Shame.
Do I want to take that again? Absolutely not.
Shame. 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 Shame.
It's just going to be nonstop shames for the rest of the evening. See?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
What do you mean rightfully so? I'm delightful.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
God. My chin is itchy today. All right. Down A, left down, or sorry, down A, right down, right down. All right, back to the crater we go. Welcome to Scenic Death Mountain. Whee. Just climbing through pitch blackness. Okay. We made it. Whoops. Well, that was extremely convenient. It just got in the way of my arrow. Okay, so we have a door there. We have a statue guarding a door here. This version, I cannot imagine that this version has the chanting, since they removed it for the N64. Please, don't eat me. If you eat something like me, you'll get a stomachache. You'll be sorry. All right, so that cell. Yeah, there are two versions of the game on the N64. And one version of the game has the chanting, and then a later release of the game does not. They took it out. 3. Oh, right, because there's also a version where they changed the color of blood. Hey, it's Darunia.
Who's there? Is that you, Link? Oh, it really is Link. You've...
Oh no, this was more Sid Highwind. It really is, Link. You've grown so big since I last saw you. I want to have a man-to-man talk with you, but now's not the time. Ganondorf is causing trouble on Death Mountain again. He has revived the evil ancient dragon VolVAGia. On top of that, he is gonna feed my people to that evil dragon as a warning to the other races that might resist him. If that fire-breathing dragon escapes from the mountain, all of Hyrule will become a burning wasteland. I will go on ahead to try and steal up the evil dragon. I'm concerned, though, because I don't have the legendary hammer, but I have no choice. Link, I'm asking you to do this as my sworn brother. While I'm trying to deal with the dragon, please save my people. The prisoner's cells are in the opposite direction. I'm counting on you. Technically, I think VolVAGia is burninating the Gorons, not the Hylians. You know, it's been long enough since I've played it that I don't know for sure, but I might have the gray cart with the red Ganon blood. It's been too long, I don't remember.
Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? I'll tell you a secret for saving me. In order to get into the room where Teridia went, you have to do something about the pillars stuck in the ceiling. Find a path that leads to a room above the ceiling right away.
Small key. Sure is a lot of fairies here that I wish I hadn't released. Up. Oh yeah. It's a whole lot of fire. I can't remember if there's a ga in Japanese. There must be. There's a hard G sound in, right? It's been too long. A-U-A-O, yeah. Oh, that's right. Kaki kuke ko, gagi guge go. So there is a ga. And I know somebody posted the like katakana in chat. But I don't remember where. Anyhow, it's VolVAGia now. Sauce Master 5,000. Thank you very much for the resub now for 2 months. Oh, it does look like G. Like G in, Yeah, it looks like is there like a katakana pronunciator? You would think there would be. Enter text.
VolVAGia.
There we go! It fully is! It's VolVAGia.
VolVAGia. VolVAGia. VolVAGia. VolVAGia.
Take that. Not only am I lewd, I'm right. Snowballs. Now. Oh no. Oh! I'm way less on fire than I thought I would be. Maybe I can hook the hook shot. But I didn't try. Alright, now, for some reason, the floor is a sliding platform puzzle. And it's unclear to me why the floor is a sliding platform puzzle. Song of Time. Now, can I remember what the Song of Time is? The answer is no, I cannot. Write A down. Write A down. Zap, if you're trying to figure out what the V consonant in VolVAGia is in Japanese, we were always taught in Japanese language class that V transliterates to B in English. Or that an English V transliterates to a B sound in Japanese. Did I say Zappy? I meant to Zandai. I'm sorry, what? You took my tunic and my shield? You better give those back. Got a gold skulltula. Now, what the hell am I meant to do in this room? Was that it? That could not possibly have been it. Why do I have a timer? Oh! Right, I forgot to equip the tunic. Oh, I don't think I discussed it earlier, but if anybody is wondering what beer I am drinking this evening, I am drinking a Hoyne Pilsner. I forgot to read the copy off the bottle, but this one says, "On the third night, I handed my sweetie a tall, slender Pilsner. perfectly poured, while holding it up and gazing either at it or through it at me. She said softly, "You are so fine to me." It was hard to tell if she meant to be heard. "Ambiguity, thy name is woman," I merely uttered. Whether she was speaking to me or to the beer, it was merely semantics. The deal was sealed. I would make it my life's work to make fine beer. Sure. Thanks, bottle copy. Yes, the Hoyne Pilsner is a much better Pilsner than last night's.
Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? Here's a secret for saving me. A wall that you can destroy with the Goron's special crop will sound different than a regular wall if you hit it with your sword.
Alright, so we have not actually seen another door that I can use that key on, I don't think. Oh, maybe we have. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Heavenly God. Have I seen two doors that I can use that key on, or have you seen two doors that I can use that key on? I think those are distinct things. Oh, that's climbable. Who knew you could climb a chain link fence? Don't worry, Azandai. Most IPAs don't have a lot of writing. All right. Do dragons have cloaca? I'm not sure we know that. That's probably a reasonable assumption, but I don't think we know that to be true. Dragons aren't real. And so consequently,
Shame.
dragons can have
Shame.
whatever we want them to have.
Shame.
Anything can be a Drag-ussy if you try hard enough.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Again, dragons aren't real. Therefore, dragons can have whatever we decide they have. Oh, well, that's problematic. No, you decided they have cloaca. I've decided they can have whatever we want them to have. Okay, hold on one darn second. Izandai says, you may not agree, but your opinion cannot overwrite the cultural standard. Listen here. If Stephanie Meyer can decide that vampires merely sparkle in the sunlight, then I can decide that dragons don't necessarily have to have cloaca. Whether or not Stephanie Meyer has been roasted for allowing vampires to sparkle, once again, vampires aren't real. Don't tell Jacob I said that. Vampires aren't real, so vampires can have any powers we want them to have. If it's any consolation, Ghost of Jeff Goldblum, you did almost get me with that one. All right, so this wall is clearly breakable with the hold on. I think I'm learning things. Learning? Oh. Those aren't. I thought those were torches, but they aren't torches. Have I been through this door? I have been through this door. Can I just blow you up, or do I need a hammer? You ever just sword a bat? into that room. Oh, now I'm just running around on lava because I can. That's the boss door. That's where all the fairies were. I'm just trying to figure out where else I can go. Diamor, the thing is, lava's not real, so lava can do as much damage as we decide it can do. Oh, chat. That's true. G-Dwarble is correct, as I understand it, that you can't really immerse yourself in lava because it's denser than people. No, I'm not gonna walk on lava. Hi, Meg.
As your resident lava expert, I am personally insulted that I am not consulted.
Chat has been consulting me regularly.
Well,
From around the time I shouted at chat, lava's not real, so lava can do as much damage as we decide lava can do. Chat has been beckoning you on to correct me.
So, no, you cannot immerse a body in lava. It is not liquid. It's more like melty caramel. And it burns about as much. Well,
Melty caramel.
you know when you're making caramel and it's poopy and then it like poops all over the place?
Yeah. Like the inside of a microwave burrito.
Yeah.
Napalm cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
Just-
Except way the F hotter.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you've ever seen one of my microwave burritos.
I'm familiar with the construction of a microwave burrito. I'll tell you what I was in a supervised context.
Why are you finding lava in the woods?
Hawaii.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I went there on a field trip. It was great.
I'm just concerned that there's lava in the woods.
Well, I mean, there was an eruption. There was like a foresty situation, and then there was a lava. I mean, it's not like a forest. It's like and then
I can tell.
you're here.
How's my beard? Annoying as ever. Itchy.
How's your beverage?
Would you like a sip of it?
No.
How's the beast?
I don't know. I haven't. Quiet.
She is quiet, it's true. We should check on the beast. Well, no news is good news, but we do want her to sleep tonight. What's she doing?
She's very asleep.
Okay.
She's laying on her back, all four paws in the air.
I'll be right back. Hello again, everybody. Unfortunately, the beast had awoken by the time I got in there, so I didn't get a photo. Or that was why I left. I wanted to get a photo to share with you. So I've been through both of those doors. I can't open that. Wait, am I stupid? I'm stupid. I completely misunderstood the hint. Wow. Jeez, for someone who comes in here shouting loudly about how much everybody is loved, Jackie Lantern is seriously leaning in on the bullying of me. Specifically me.
Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? I'll tell you a secret for saving me. There are switches in this temple you have to cut to activate, but you can also use the Goron special crop to do the job.
Small key, hooray! Holy God, my messages or my alerts are going completely off. I thought the special crop was rocks. because I'm stupid. But of course, bomb flowers does make good sense. I thought I had to throw a rock at the wall. It was a big rock. All right, we got a joke request. So I'm going to tell a joke. Let's tell a joke. How do you help a rusty wizard? Castor oil. The Switch has a dark mode? The Switch has a dark mode? What? We'll come back to this in a moment. Okay. It's raining outside. Hi, sweetie. Hey. Hi. Say hello to chat, Maple. Hey. Oh, hello, Joe.
Oh, it's been ages since I messaged Joe video. But I also forgot to message my parents. And I got a message from my mom that was like, "Are you guys okay?"
I like how
Because I dropped off the face of the earth
Yeah.
for like 3 days.
I like how anytime we don't send my dad a picture for the day, he messages us and is like, "How is my dog doing?"
Get his message this evening.
I did, yes.
I haven't responded.
I just like that it's "How is my dog doing?" I know. Yeah, and I've got my finger right up her butt because of how she's leaning on me. Yeah. Oil check.
Remember when you touched my sushi without washing your hands today?
I don't know what you're talking about.
My butt sushi was swamp time.
She's got a brand new fresh toilet. I don't know why she would smell like a swamp.
It's raining.
Hello,
Are you
sweetie.
done with her or no?
No, I'm not done with her. I will never be done with her. She's a perfect baby.
She is a perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna go get coffee then.
Oh, it's just Maple and me in chat for a while here. Joe, you're gonna have to come to visit so that you can meet the puppy. Hi, Maple. People on the internet really like you. Not enough to watch your TikTok videos, but they do really like you. Is there a TikTok? Yes, there sure is. Goldenmaple.dog. Goldenmaple.dog. Anyhow, I'm just keeping Maple company while Meg puts the coffee together, and then we'll get back to the video game. Maple, you're getting hefty. Know that? Getting hefty. You're a big old pooch. Hi. There we go. Six. Oh, that one got me right in the mouth. Thank you, dear. When are you gonna let me finally your fingernails? They're getting long. But you hate all the trimmers so much. What are you looking at? What's over there that's so interesting? You're not looking at Meg, you're looking at, like, the floor. I don't think she's looking at toys. The toys are a little ways away. I think she's looking into my box of magic card boxes. This. Hey. This is my desk. Want to go into Sky Jail? You probably don't want to
I
go
would
into
like
Sky
to
Jail.
see the baby.
Oh, hey, that sound alert works now. I'm glad that sound alert finally works. That's hilarious. Thank you, Orlantia, for the bits. That's 1,000 bits. Here's the baby. No. They're not the magic cards. I don't think Maple was looking at the magic cards. They're just empty deck boxes. I moved the like $2,000 worth of magic cards out of dog eating range. Hey, over here. Hi. You have an eye boogie. Why do you have an eye boogie? Here, let me clean up your eye boogie so that you're presentable to your adoring public. Okay, just chew on my finger, I guess. Ow. 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 I don't know what I expected. Oh, Max, I'm sorry. I didn't realize there was an ad coming up. It's all right. The puppy will still be here when you get back. And next month, I'm not running ads. We're going to try something different. So, oh, squirmy baby.
Hi, do I smell like different? You
Yes?
put the sushi garbage in the garbage. I
Pardon me?
started the dishwasher.
The sushi garbage in the garbage?
Yeah.
Yes, I can do that.
Easy.
Brownie points, thank you very much for the gift sub, and congratulations to Shark Fists.
Oh, we should wait until Max gets back.
I think Max is back from the ad.
And then I would like to take
The ads are over. So, oh no, the ads are not over. Also, we hit a boost.
here, can I wrangle the baby?
You can wrangle the baby for a minute, yes. Oh, okay, Max is back.
Hey,
Great.
Matt, we're stuck. Problems.
Yeah, I'm getting it. It's all right. Even if Maple goes away, 2/3 of Maple will remain in the form of dog hair on my sweater.
Oh, you could get the vacuum out.
Beep. Boop to snoot. Boop to snoot.
Can you not rile her up before bedtime?
I'm not riling her up. Gentle affections and snoot boops. All right. There you go. Thank you, goes to Jeff Goldblum, for the gift subs as well. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye, Maple. Yes, you can. Good night, sweetie. My sweater is more dog than sweater now. All right. Who did Ghost of Jeff Goldblum donate subs to? Thank you, Ghost of Jeff Goldblum. Subs went to Trafo, Bad Panda Bear, Mr. Morpheus, Distrusting Spectator, Super Ashura, Galarati, Baskwala, Root Potato, Mediocre Man 5, and Angor 33. Thank you very much, Ghost of Jeff Goldblum, and congratulations to each of our new subscribers. Anyhow, as I said, next month I'm changing my approach to ads. I'm going to try going back to just pre-rolls again for a while, and we'll see how that goes as an experiment. But I'm going to turn the mid-rolls off, and we're going to go back to pre-rolls. So if you're not a subscriber, you will get a pre-roll ad when you tune in, but then you won't get any ads during the stream. And we'll see what the results of that are. So it's not, Sharkfist, it's not quite that ads have gotten worse. The big thing is that they have moved to mid-roll ads, which are implemented by the streamers, but they have started heavily incentivizing streamers to run mid-roll ads. And there are, beyond the monetary side of it, there are a lot of reasons that they have given why it might be good to run mid-roll ads. But as a for instance, without running ads, running pre-roll ads, I might make, a few dollars, maybe $15 in ad revenue a month. With the ad incentive program running, ads account for like $100 to $150 a month. Like, it's a 10 times increase in the amount of money that Twitch gives to me if I run mid-roll ads. So it's like, it's hard to turn it down, right? Like, it's a huge, huge increase in revenue. But it comes at the cost of user experience. In terms of them being longer, no, the ad incentives, I believe, do roll out to, I don't think they're partner only. I believe they do go to affiliates as well. But I don't know that everybody gets them. But the
Shame.
there's also like
Shame.
general consensus, at least insofar as the stats that they provide are that pre-roll ads are 6 times worse for bounce rate than mid-roll ads are, because people have a chance to come in and get used to, like, get a chance to see your content, get invested before getting hit with an ad, versus coming to your channel, immediately getting an ad, and then bouncing away. So the stats that I've seen are that with, like, the bounce rate of a pre-roll ad is 6 times higher than the bounce rate of a mid-roll ad. So there's reason there as well, but they are really aversive to people who are watching the stream. And I've always not really liked I've not really liked making my viewer experience worse. But anyhow, my stream has no pre-roll ads. Pre-roll ads are disabled on this channel. But I have to run a minute and a half of ads every 30 minutes. Is what the schedule is. I have to run 90 seconds worth of ads every 30 minutes in order to keep pre-rolls disabled. And so I think you tuned in just at a really unfortunate time where my ads kicked off as soon as you joined. What my ideal would be is if I could run a 3-minute ad break once an hour, where I actually could, like, go to a break, go to the break screen, run a 3-minute ad break, go get a fresh drink, use the bathroom, and then come back once an hour. That would be ideal, because we could turn it into, like, an actual break. But unfortunately, Twitch doesn't allow that. The smallest, or the least interruption that I can do. No, Twitch doesn't allow it. Twitch doesn't allow it. Like, Twitch would allow me to run 1 3-minute break every hour, but it would only disable pre-rolls for a half an hour. So there would be a period of a half an hour prior to the ad break where somebody joining the stream would get a pre-roll and then within a half an hour get a 3-minute ad break. And that's even worse than the current state. So as it is right now, I run 90 seconds of ads every 30 minutes, and it's on a timer. But unfortunately, with a 30-minute timeline, I can't time it around stream content. Like, I can't just constantly be watching the timer and scheduling my content around it, because I would never get any flow. So that's why I every time I have the ear of somebody who works at Twitch, I beg them to roll out a 3 minutes per hour ad trade, and they have not done that yet. So anyhow, I'm going to go back to running, like, I don't need the money. I don't need that extra $100 a month. I like it. Who's going to say no to an extra $100 a month? But I don't need that money. So I'm going to go back to pre-rolls next month without the mid-rolls, and we'll just see how that goes. I want to see if there's an appreciable difference in viewership as a result. So we'll see how it goes. And if it's bad, if everybody ends up hating it, I'll go back to mid-rolls. But I don't think there's any winning. From the perspective of a streamer, I don't think there's any winning on my part. So like, we'll just see what I can do. I can't turn ads off completely. That's not an option. I think Loading Rerun runs ads every hour, but they have a special contract. Like, they have a special, like, Twitch contract, not just a normal partner contract, as far as I know. So their situation is different. Anyhow, one day, they will roll out 3 minutes an hour, and I will turn it into a proper break, and we can all get up and stretch our legs once an hour for 3 minutes, and then come back, and it'll be awesome. But until that day, we are stuck in this hellscape. And yeah, that's exactly right. Like, any way you slice it, viewers dislike ads. There's not an easy way to get around it. Moving to pre-rolls means you see fewer ads. Moving to mid-rolls means you don't get an ad the moment you tune in. And, like... And also, I make way more money. But, okay. But we've run mid-roll ads for about a year, so I've got lots of data to see what the result of that is. And so I want to try going back to pre-rolls and see what the result of that is. Anyhow, now we can go back to playing a game. So let's do that. Yeah, that's right. Pre-rolls make at raids to the channel quite bad. And no, we don't get bounce stats from Twitch. I have also asked on many occasions of the people that I have ears of at Twitch for better metrics, but no, we don't get any stats like that. Where is this dark mode? Themes? That's so much better. All right, here we go. Oh, guess what? what? Just as I came to this scene, look who happened to walk in. There you go. You get more puppies. Brownie Put says, I only brought it up because I'm on my phone in a dark room and I flashbanged them. Maple has decided that she doesn't want to be combed and is now biting the comb. Maple! 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 Oh, maybe shooing me away. Okay. Maple is apparently trying to have some quiet playtime. So I will endeavor not to excite Maple. If I excite Maple, I'm in trouble. So. Okay. Alright, let's just ignore that Maple exists and play our video game. Oh yeah. 1 arrow for 2 bats. And I got an ammo refill on top of it. Legit. What in the hell? Torch slug. When the fire on its back is extinguished, it will run away. Destroy it before it relights. I don't know, maybe I'll just hit it a lot. That seemed to work just fine. I'm not even sure where the fire I turned off was. Oh, there. Okay. Really? Tears of the Kingdom is 26 weeks from now? I look forward to playing it a year after that. Whoops. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. I definitely didn't make it. I really, really, really would like to play it immediately. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to play it immediately, but I know y'all will not tune in. So this is how I become that guy who plays every game 10 years after it comes out. Because I have to wait for everybody to decide, like, to play and finish a game. So that it's not spoilers. Oh, I fell to the ground. Anyhow, we'll do what we did with the other one and wait a while. I won't play it on launch day. Why did I do that? Why am I getting a phone call at 8:30 at night? This is not. Yes, it is. It is an old address of mine. Yeah, a couple of years ago. Alright, bye. I know, that's the third call I've gotten to that effect. I assume that whoever lives there is, like, being chased by collections. And they all have my phone number. Yeah. So... I know it does suck for my old landlord. So I've been getting these phone calls. We're gonna come back. I've been getting these. Muted. Sorry, I was trying to mute.
What mic you want, my dude? How many levels of microphone are you on?
I am on mic 5.
There it is. Thank you. So I keep getting phone calls from people looking for looking for the resident at my old address. And, like, we moved away nearly 5 years ago now. Like, I moved out of that place. Yeah, it'll be 5 years in February. Right? So we moved away, like, 5 years ago. And and have been living in this place ever since. And anyhow, over the last couple of weeks, I've gotten, like, several phone calls from people looking for, like, hey, I'm looking for address. Like, they'll just read out the address to me. They won't tell me who they're looking for. They're just like, I'm looking for this address. Is this the right phone number to call? And I'm like, no, it isn't. And then they'll be like, is that a familiar address to you? And I'm like, yes, I used to live there. I moved away 4 years ago. I don't live there anymore, and I haven't for several years. And then they'll be like, oh, okay. All right, well, thank you, and hang up. And I got a phone call from Stats Canada last week looking for the person residing at 216. I can't say the rest of that address. I shouldn't. At my previous address. And so yes, I almost doxed past me, but rather than give you all the fodder you need to fully dox a previous version of me, I think I'll stop there. But anyhow, yeah, that's right. But anyhow, it's like Stats Canada called. So Meg just noted that, like, probably the person who resides there didn't fill out their census. And so that's why Stats Canada called them. But I assume that they also are, like, on the hook from, yeah, I assume it's like CRA, like they're on the hook from collections or something. Yeah. Well, at the very least, they're like some collection agency is trying to track them down because they probably owe money. But anyway, they keep calling me. Maybe they finally found Spider's Georg. So anyhow, that's what that phone call was. I don't know why I answered it on stream. I'm truly in the game tonight. Very professional. Well, I'm not going to tell them to eat a dick and then hang up because they're not even looking for me. So I don't mind telling them it's like, no, that's not me. The person you were looking for is not me. Up we go, up we go. Haha, I made it. You know, if they call me again, I will consider asking them to take me off the account. I'll ask them for more information. And be like, I assume this is a collections issue or a taxation issue. Can you please take... If I'm not the person you're looking for, can you please take my name off the account?
Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? I'll tell you a secret for saving me. In this temple, there are doors that fall down when you try to open them. When one of these doors starts to fall, move. If you use a sample of the Goron special crop, you can break it.
Anyhow, the rough part in all this, as Meg mentioned, is that my old landlord was, like, quite a nice guy. I mean, a landlord, but he was, like... He was, like, a relatively good person. He was professional. He was prompt. He was responsive. He obeyed the law. He didn't try to screw me. He, like, you know, he enjoyed the tenant-landlord relationship we had and offered me another apartment when I told him I was looking to move. And was generally, like, a pretty stand-up guy. So, sucks to be that guy. I realize that saying obeyed the law is not a high standard for landlords, but in Vancouver, that's actually a pretty high standard for landlords. The number of landlords in this city that, like, don't know what the Residential Tenancy Act says is very high. Or I should say, who do know what the Residential Tenancy Act says, but assumes that you as a renter don't know what the Residential Tenancy Act says, and so try to screw you, is pretty high. Hey, a door. Hello, friend.
Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? Let me tell you a secret as a reward for releasing me. When you are on fire, you can put it out by swinging your sword or by rolling forward. Did you know that?
Why am I on fire? I would not like to be on fire. Oh god, I'm being chased by a rock. Okay. Ow! Okay, I have now apparently run around the entire perimeter of the room. Where did I come in? Oh, a skulltula, hey? Ow! Oh, there we go. A keyable door. What in the heck? Ah, hey, finally! This looks like it's probably the map. You found the dungeon map. Hooray! Let's have a look at the dungeon map. Dang, this big dungeon. So there's a part of that dungeon I haven't been to yet. Oh, I just heard the puppy bark. Why is the puppy barking? Maple, what is wrong with you? It's 8:30 at night. Please stop barking. That seems vaguely problematic. There we go. Hooray, I'm alive. Okay, murderize this thing. Kill it real good. Yes, we have a bombable floor here. Thank you. Oh god. Hello, friend.
Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? Here's a tip for rescuing me. Somewhere in this temple, you're sure to meet up with some creatures that dance as they attack. Arrows won't hurt them. Looks like you might need some of the Goron's special crop. That's all I have to tell you.
Could you just call them bombs? Just call them bombs. I feel like with all this talk of the special crop, my choice to use like stoner surfer dude voices for these Gorons was somewhat inspired. Okay, we are not going to start talking about Goron Cloaca. This stream has already strayed far enough from God. Dog of Myth, if you'd been here for the whole stream, you wouldn't think it was that weird. Not gonna lie. Oh, fudge. There we go. There we go. Listen, Gorons just reproduce asexually. They bud. You know what? I'm gonna just stand on the lava. That's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I take it back. That's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Well, at least I got some hard side of the deal. I don't even remember where I'm supposed to go. How do I get out of here? Hammer Time 316, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
Language.
I hope your times are sufficiently hammered. This way. Right, and then we climb the rock. But to climb the rock, I have to go up. Oops. Oh my god. There we go. Jesus. Who needs arrows anyhow? Oh, I didn't even have to go the long way. I could have just climbed up. Jeez. Yeah, I deserve that. I swear to God. Eat shit, slug. Okay, it's not like timed or anything, is it? Go. Hey, buddy. Uh-oh.
Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? I'll tell you a secret for saving me. If you see a place that you can see on the map but can't reach, try playing your ocarina.
Another small key. I'm not clear on where there's another door for me to use that small key. Oh, hello, Hammer Time. Well, I'm glad you found me. Oh, I know where there's a door. Right. There's a door in this room. Over there. So, how does one get to that door without getting lit on fire over and over again? Really? Uh-oh. Okay, does being here do anything for me? Well, the answer to that was clearly no. If you see a place that you can't reach, try playing your ocarina. What song would I even play? The Open Sesame song? Thanks, everybody. You're very helpful. Oh. Well then. What in the blue heck is this room? Abby, what have you got to say for yourself? You can see down from here. Isn't that the room where we saw Darunia? Oh God. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I'm fine. All right, this room's a maze. Amazing. Oh, Lord. Ow! Listen here, Keese. Could you please not for a moment? It's just rude. I swear to God. Okay, so this has just booted me out on the other side. Haha! Uh-oh. No! My petard! Okay, I found the route. And then I immediately did the wrong thing. So let's try that again. Got there. Oh. Are you kidding me? That's not great. Daddy, would you do me a favor and, like, actually lock on for more than a second at a time? Get back here. Oh, well, that's certainly one way to do it. I am now fully out of bombs, so that's problematic. Okay, but the hook shot works. Oh ho! A secret elevator. Haha! Climbing, climbing. Alright, so that's a switch I cannot currently press. Oh, Jesus. Alright, before I commit to anything, let's figure out how to get over there most easily. Okay, so the only way is to take that super narrow staircase. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try very hard not to fall into the abyss. Alright, well, I made it. I just need to make it better. This feels kinda mean. Not gonna lie. Hello, hammer. Or compass. But probably hammer. You found the Megaton hammer. Press C to smash and break junk. It's so heavy you need to use 2 hands to swing it. Megaton. I forgot about the hammer. Until today. All right, I gotta take a moment. I will be right back. Please don't go away. Hello again. All right, let's try this hammer, shall we? I have created a hole. Donk. 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 Worth. Super worth it. Uh-oh. Remember those boxes I smashed? Ow. Oh my god. Sometimes I'm my own worst enemy. At least they gave me 2.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
This room looks like a dong. Why does this room look like a dong?
Shame. Shame.
Ball sack and everything.
Shame. 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 Shame.
Oh, I'm back in this room. Okay. This switch looks rusted. Not anymore, it doesn't. Playeth thine Ocarina. No. What a camera angle. Beautiful. I know exactly what happened there. Whack!
Are you releasing me? Am I free to go?
Hi, Meg.
I'll tell you a secret for saving me. A door is hidden inside the statue at the entrance to this temple.
Everything okay? Pardon me?
But the Goron special crop won't work on it. Don't you have anything stronger?
Yes, the way the Switch does C buttons does make it slower than on the N64.
Whew, pardon me.
Okay, where haven't I been? So this room has, like, a room dong. I just wish I knew where I was relative to the... Damn it! Is this just entirely a wall? Like, there's no way through? I swear to God. It is. So the only way over there is through this door. It was like Sideshow Bob and the Rakes. I agree. No! No! Kiss my ass! All right, I have successfully reached the room dong. The compass. Oh lord. Oh lord. So there's still areas up from here that I haven't been. So now I think it's time to figure out how to get there. We have the hammer now, so anything I can use the hammer on, I should probably use the hammer on. Whack! Whack again! Whack some more! Whack a fourth time! Wow, that was remarkably unuseful. Oh god. There's just this tiny area on this side of the dungeon that I haven't figured out how to access. Okay, from here, it should be immediately to my left. There's a sculptula there somewhere. Where is the sculptula? Let's answer that question, because that will probably answer some things for me. Ow. Okay, I have a pretty good sense of where it is in relation to me now. Is it the area that the Ocarina hint was for? Okay, well that's enough of a hint to start. And maybe I'll figure out the rest of it with that as a baseline. Aha! So there's the Skulltula. Now I just have to figure out how to get to the higher area. That was a little unfortunate. So Navi is definitely seeing something up there. All right, what's the trick? What is the thing that I don't know? What am I missing here? That is a question. Oh, the Scarecrow song. Right. You're right, I don't know that song yet, so no good. I'll have to come back. That was definitely the first time this playthrough that I've remembered that the Scarecrow song is a thing. 100%. And yeah, the Scarecrow is at the lake. I do remember that now. The Scarecrow makes the Scarecrow song, Safety. It makes the Scarecrow kind. There's a lot of things that are on fire in this room. Oh, God damn it. No, my tunic. Give me those back. Hey, my shirt. I feel like an adult-sized tunic probably would fit a kid. It would just be very baggy. The sculptures are for completion, but they also give you rewards. The best reward from them is like the maximum sized wallet. You're mine! Ow. Well, I got him. Bombs! Hooray! So I think the door I want is this one. Aha! Whack!
Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? Oh, I see. Big Brother Darunia asked you to rescue me. I owe you big time. Please help, Big Brother.
All right, we got our boss key. Pretty sure I know where I need to go now. Yeah. Carsma, you and I had the same experience there in that we had both completely forgotten about the existence of both the Scarecrow and the Scarecrow's song, but upon hearing the word Scarecrow, instantly remembered the song existing and that the Scarecrow was at the lake. I did the same thing exactly. All right, now I just have to get back to where the route to Darunia is. And I'm pretty sure I know where I need to go. Oh, balls. Ow. Oh, God. Oh, God. Well, that wasn't graceful, but I did get to where I wanted to be. If not necessarily in the way I wanted to get back there. Oh, no. Ow. There we go. Yes, I'm pretty sure I can just leap into the pillar hole. It just needs to be the right pillar hole. Oh, God. Wait, was this just the entrance to the dungeon? Did I just do a whole lap for no reason? I bet I did. I sure did. Okay, I do want to go get my fairy heal on now, though. So I'm glad I saved those pots. Oh, come on. Really? Up, there we go. And then we have pots. And presumably, some of these pots have fairies in them. There we go. No, fairy, come back! Thank you. Alright, let's go mess up this VolVAGine. Subterranean lava dragon VolVAGia. Whack! 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 Uh-oh. What do you want, Navi? It's the boss of the Fire Temple, revived by the evil king. I don't know its weak point. Rocks! Just stay well clear. Back in its hole. Well, here comes my first fairy. Since I'm pretty much just face tanking this thing. I was actually kind of hoping I might do this without using any fairies, but sadly that was not to be. Ow! Yikes! How on earth did that thing eat Gorons? Its head is smaller than a Goron. You got a heart container. Your maximum life energy is increased by 1 heart. Your life energy will be totally filled. Hey, we're on to a second line of hearts. Chamber of the Sages.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate what you did. I thank you on behalf of the entire Goron race. You turned out to be a real man, just as I thought you would. By the way, I, the wild Darunia, turned out to be the great sage of fire. Isn't that funny, brother? Well, this must be what they call a destiny. Nothing has made me happier than helping you seal the evil here. Hey, brother, take a look at this. This is a medallion that contains the power of the fire spirits and my friendship.
You received the Fire Medallion. Darunia awakens as a sage and adds his power to yours.
Don't forget, now you and I are true brothers.
Are we? Are you sure about that? Whoops. So, is the Zendikar Rising Sneak Attack Commander deck the best pre-con commander deck? Screen Rant says so, but is it truly? What is the argument that Screen Rant makes for it being the best commander deck? And what makes a different commander deck a better commander deck? There's no best commander deck. That sounds like quitter talk to me. If you haven't built the best commander deck, have you even built a commander deck? Okay, does anybody remember how you get to the fishing hole from here? To the left. This way. You know, I would have thought that basically all of the precons would need some tweaking to be truly viable. Uh-oh, a Poe. Hello, Poe. Are you a normal Poe or are you a giant Poe? Wait, hold up. Samlook says their main drawback on the 4th ranked deck, Reap the Tides, is constant card draw can increase playtime. You want constant draw, right? Card draw is good. Card draw makes a game good. Or makes a card good, or makes a deck good. Lake Hylia. Oh, do I need to be riding my horse to get through here? Ba 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 ba. Up, left, right, up, left, right. Aha! Greetings, Lake Hylia. Oh, right, there's like a bunch of stuff here. Eat it, nerd.
I am Bonnaroo, the Scarecrow musical genius. I hear a song once, and I never forget it, baby. I am Bonnaroo, the Scarecrow musical genius. I hear a song once and I never forget it, baby. An Arctic wind is blowing from Zora's river. Do you feel it? All right, so how do I access the Scarecrow song? Tell me your song. Spill your secret, Scarecrow. Do I have to visit him in the past? Is that the trick? We probably have a way to warp back to the time room, but whatever. I feel like if I used the Song of Time, it would probably warp me back. Now that looks like a giant Poe, doesn't it? Alrighty, well, it's 10 o'clock, so I'm going to call it there. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who follows, everybody who cheers, everybody who chats, and everybody who hangs out and lurks. It's a genuine thrill to stream for you, and I hope you have as much fun watching as I do playing. I'll be back on Tuesday, same Matt time, same Matt channel here on twitch.tv/Wiggins, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and I do hope you will tune in then. For more Ocarina of Time. Until then, of course, you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Matt_LRR. You can check out the VODs on my YouTube channel, which I've linked for you in chat. I have a Discord server. If you're a subscriber, you can join the Discord by making sure your Twitch account and Discord account are linked in Discord's back end, where my server will appear to you as if by magic among your linked servers. And, of course, I have a TikTok account at Wiggins_TV, where you can follow me and where I post stream clips. So you should follow me there. For a reminder of all the fun times we have here on Twitch. All right, let us have a quick look and see who else is online that I can throw to this evening. I'm just waiting for Twitch to load.
Who've we got tonight? Let us go to Funko. Funko is playing Marvel Snap, which I hear is very good. So everybody hop aboard this raid train, and I will see you back here on Tuesday. Until then, so long, have a great night, and goodbye.